Let's get out there. Sponsored by the Oregon Lottery.
Golden hour over a tranquil two-street town. Just off Highway 97 in north central Oregon.
It's Oregon's favorite ghost town. It's where you go when you want to get away from the politics of the big city.
Whose golden days have long ago dimmed. But if you linger a while, you'll sense the ghosts of Shaniko and the spirit that still lives.
I think it's my dad. He really wanted to put this town back on the map, and he put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this place. So.
Ernie Martin's dad, Ed Martin, bought several time-worn buildings in the 1970s and set to work breathing new life into Shaniko.
So this here is the Shaniko post office. My dad built it in the early 70s to era. All right, let's go to the barn. Yeah.
And in the original livery stable, a car barn with his dad's collection of classic cars. There are a lot of vehicles in here.
There are.
That might have once passed through this historic town.
Yeah, for sure.
As he watched his dad help rebuild the town, Ernie remembers he and his twin brother pretending they were part of the Wild West.
For me, it's just, as a child, it's coming up here. I get emotional.
With a little imagination, you could hear the echoes of 1,000 hoofbeats and the turning of hundreds of wagon wheels on horse-drawn carts, pulling into the Shaniko of the early 1900s. The Columbia Southern Railroad terminated here, bringing wool buyers from all over the globe, setting a one-day sales record of $5 million, worth $176 million today. The wool warehouse still stands, a football field long, a testament to Shaniko's long-ago claim as the wool capital of the world. The money was wild, and so was the nightlife.
It was kind of a rough place. There was a lot of saloons, there were some brothels.
David
Yes.
Long is a managing partner of the Shaniko Hotel. Built in 1902 and then called the Columbia Southern Hotel, the town's gathering place.
During the sheep sales, we hear anywhere from 20 to 40,000 people would come, and they would be tents everywhere.
But that heyday lasted just 10 years, when a competing railroad with a more direct route to Madras and Bend fleeced Shaniko of its wool capital reputation, and two catastrophic fires in 1910 and 11 seared its fate into history. Shaniko became a ghost town.
This was Dad's dream to bring this town back to life, and I'm hoping I continue his legacy and put my stamp on it as well.
Did you paint all this?
I did.
Ernie's
we're
dad
talking
died in
about,
2008, and since then the town's weathered facades have fallen into disrepair. Ernie is dusting off his dad's dream, rebuilding storefronts, renting out some.
It's the Raven's Nest. I've got something for everyone, I'm told. Come on in, everybody's welcome. I love the place. I do have a lot of antiques.
Selena Kephart drives in 80 miles from Lone Pine in the summer months to open her antique store.
You just never know what we're going to have in here. Vases and candy dispensers and...
Coming to Shaniko since she was a child, Selena's determined not to let it die.
It could die. It could die out if people don't care. My dream is that Shaniko will live long, long time after I'm long gone.
Back at the Shaniko Hotel, the centerpiece of town, the passion to preserve Shaniko and help it prosper is as sturdy as the hotel's handmade 18-inch thick red brick walls. And what's a ghost town without ghosts?
It stands to reason that there are some lingering spirits.
Some of the guardians of the past
And there are ghosts here.
are former residents who never truly left.
This is 14. This is Nettie's room.
Nettie was married to the railroad's doctor in the early 1900s.
Nettie seems to be a very sweet soul.
Legend has it,
Yeah.
Nettie was overwhelmed with sorrow at the loss of a child. Her anguished spirit still haunts the hallways.
You'll smell her perfume. She has a distinct perfume, and it's nothing you can buy today. You can definitely tell this is a very old style perfume. If you talk to her, she'll interact.
Missing her child, Nettie takes care of another resident spirit, 4-year-old Amelia,
It just kind of showed up one day.
whose toy ball
This does move around at random.
mysteriously moves up and down the hall, sometimes waking up the living guests.
And it woke everybody on the floor up because they would hear this go all the way down the hall, like it was thrown.
The spirits of the past and the spirited residents of the present are also safeguarding Shaniko's future.
It had to be insanity. I can't think of anything else.
Scott Mars and his wife retired here in 2017. He wears a lot of hats.
I have a few. Dave has a few.
Helps manage the hotel.
Yes.
He's also the fire chief. David, the other hotel manager, a former firefighter himself, is Shaniko's assistant fire chief.
So the fire station is the big red door right down there.
Run as a nonprofit, proceeds from the newly renovated and reopened hotel fund Shaniko's volunteer fire department.
Mutual aid's a long ways away for us.
It's Shaniko's 5 volunteers who respond to calls for a 400 square mile radius.
Most of our calls are auto accidents and medical calls and fires. Gotta do it.
While some stand guard,
Yeah.
others turn back time for the rebirth of Shaniko.
We're gonna put up the old Gold Nugget Saloon sign. It's rustic. It's the one that my dad had up there. How do we look there?
A nod to the rough and tumble days
Oh yeah.
when Shaniko was a watering hole for Central Oregon sheepmen.
I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good to go.
And a hopeful sign. This ghost town's golden days are not just in the past,
Love it. Looks good.
but through the perseverance of its protectors,
Oh, it's great.
Shaniko will glitter
Yep.
in the days ahead.
I like it. I hope that anybody that comes to Shaniko says that it's just one of the coolest ghost towns they've ever been to.